there's a reason that God is not bringing you out of it. He said, I want you to do something. He said, while you're there, go ahead and make yourself comfortable. He said, build houses, plant gardens. He said, go ahead and do what you normally would do. And that's what God is trying to tell us. He's trying to tell us, don't stop doing what you would normally do. Even though the economy is down, don't stop tithing just because the economy is down. Don't stop doing what you normally would do. Don't stop believing and trusting me just because it's rough right now. God is saying, do what you would normally do. Am I helping anybody in here? He says, watch this. He says, build houses and live in them. He said, make yourself comfortable where you are. He said, go ahead and plant gardens and eat the fruit of the garden. Now, wait a minute. When I read that, Reverend Smith, it occurred to me that if God has them in captivity, he's responsible for taking care of it. All right. Wherever you are, God is responsible for taking care of you where you are. Because if he allowed you to go there, he's going to provide for you while you're there. Oh, you don't believe me? Oh, ask one of the prophets. They will tell you. I had manna. Y'all ain't sitting in here. He told me to go by the brook and I would have manna and he would give me water to drink. But when the brook dried up, y'all ain't said nothing in here. He told me to get away from the place that he had sent me into another place because he had another way of provision. Y'all ain't said nothing in here. Tell your neighbor, God has more than one way to bless you. Quit getting God caught up in your little box. Quit putting God in your little corner. God has more than one way he wants to bless you. Quit putting God in that little box you done created. Let God loose and let him have his way.
Have your way, Lord.
2 minutes and I'm done. So he says, all right. He says, while you're there, watch this. He says, go ahead and do what you normally would do. Now watch this, because he says here, he says, when you plant the gardens, eat the fruit of the garden, which means I'm going to bless you in order to receive the increase of what you plant in the place that I have sent you. Tell your neighbor, you got to learn to plant seeds where you are. Oh, y'all missing a good message. Y'all sleeping on me. Tell your neighbor, you got to learn how to plant seeds where you are. Quit waiting for some special opportunity. Quit waiting for some special thing. Listen, plant seeds right where you are. Because God said if you plant seeds right where you are, I'm obligated to bless you because I'm the one that took you there. I'm the one that told you to plant them. And so I'm obligated to bring the increase off of your seed.
Amen.
Watch this. He says, go ahead and do what you're supposed to do. He says in verse number 7. He says, come back to verse 6. He says, go ahead and have your sons and daughters and marry them off. So that, don't miss this. Y'all with me? The text says, so that you can increase where you are and not, wait a minute now, I'm in captivity. I'm on a job that I can't stand. I'm in a neighborhood I really don't like that well. I'm in a place I don't really care for. How am I going to increase where I am and not decrease? God said, because I'm in charge of where you are, and I can make the best of your situation, and I can bless you, and you can blossom where you are. Tell your neighbor, learn how to blossom where you are.